So someone insults you. You don't flinch. You don't raise your voice. You don't react. And suddenly, they're confused. They don't know how to handle you, because most people, they snap, they defend themselves. They chase respect by demanding it. But you just sit there, calm, like their words didn't even land. That's power. And that's what we're building today. Controlled calm that feels dangerous. Let's go. Here's the truth. The loudest person in the room is rarely the strongest. The most reactive person is always the weakest. People who truly have power don't need to prove anything. Their silence hits harder than shouting ever could. Their stillness is more unnerving than aggression. And that's who you're becoming. A man so grounded, so unfazed, so steady. They start to think you're cold-blooded. But you're not. You're just in control. Let's break down how to develop that kind of presence. Step 1. Slow down everything. When someone pushes your buttons, your heart rate goes up. You speak faster. You try to explain, justify, argue, stop, pause, breathe, speak slower, move slower. That 1 second of silence before you respond. That's where all your power lives. It makes people lean in. It makes them nervous. It makes them question everything, because they're used to reactions. They're not ready for calm. Step 2. Shrink your emotional footprint. Here's the mindset shift. Not everything deserves your energy. In fact, most things don't. You think being cold-blooded is about being numb. No, it's about being selective. If someone cuts you off in traffic, does it really deserve a full mental breakdown? If someone sends a snarky comment, are they really worth your cortisol? Calm people aren't passive. They're just not puppets to every tiny stimulus. You don't owe the world a reaction. Let people be loud, be wrong, be dramatic. You stay collected. Step 3. Control your inner monologue. The war isn't out there. It's inside your head. You know what really throws off your calm? Self-talk that spirals. You get criticized and your brain starts screaming, "Was that true? Should I say something? What if they're right? What if I look weak?" No, cut it. Replace it with, "Noted. Moving on. This doesn't shake me. I remain calm." It's not toxic positivity. It's strategic mental armor. You reinforce calm by repeating it. Step 4. Be grounded in your mission. The calmer you are, the more unpredictable you become. You don't react because you're too focused. You don't waste energy because you have places to be. You don't argue because your actions do the talking. You're not avoiding the fight. You're just already past it. So, while others are caught in drama, you're building something. Training, working, improving. That kind of calm, it's earned. It comes from knowing what you're about and not letting anything pull you off track. Final step. Let your silence speak. You don't need to clap back. You don't need to prove your worth. You don't need to join every argument you're invited to. Sometimes the most terrifying thing you can do is nothing. Just look them in the eye, smile, and walk away. Not because you're weak, but because you're in control. That's the calm people can't ignore. That's the energy that shakes them up. That's when they start calling you cold, because they don't know how else to explain it. But you know, you're not cold. You're just untouchable. So let them talk. Let them get emotional. Let them guess what you're thinking. You stay composed, focused, grounded. And when the time comes to act, you strike with precision. That's how calm becomes lethal. That's how control becomes a weapon. Be so calm. They think you're cold-blooded.